Hey guys, I'm Ambar Sood back with another video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. What you can also do is wait till the end of the video, see if you like the video and do it for yourself. In this video, we're going to be discussing maintenance calories and how you can calculate your own maintenance calories for yourself. Everyone who's on a calorie deficit or a calorie surplus, depending on their goal, has this one question. How do I calculate or how do I know my maintenance calories from which I need to calculate my deficit or my surplus? And that's true. If you don't know your maintenance, you will not be able to determine what is a calorie surplus or a calorie deficit. In this video, I'm going to show you a formula and I'm going to show you a method that you can use to calculate your own maintenance calories. This stems from the fact that the person does not want to eat too much and gain fat in a surplus, or eat too little and experience muscle loss when they are in a deficit. Before we go into the calculation, what I want to tell you guys is that you are not going to find a magic number that you can follow to hit your maintenance. Your maintenance is a variable number that keeps changing depending on a lot of factors. It will depend on your current activity levels, it will depend on your hormones, it will depend on the amount of calories that you are consuming at this point of time. It will depend on your metabolism, among many other factors. All of these things, once you take into consideration, will determine what your maintenance calories would look like to maintain your weight at that point in time. So yes, your maintenance calories will change over time. So let's go right into the calculation and show you how you can calculate your maintenance calories for yourself. The credit of this calculation goes to Lyle McDonald, and I'm going to link the research study below in the description box. Make sure you have a look at that. And this is probably 90 to 95% accurate, which is very accurate, to be honest. And like I said, there's no exact science to this. So the number that you get from this calculation is something that you will have to stick to, and you will have to understand how to adjust it according to your lifestyle. Now, the formula is pretty simple. What you need to do is take your body weight in pounds and multiply that by a multiplier of 14, 15 or 16. Now this multiplier is basically calories per pound of your body weight. So if you take an example of a person who is 200 pounds, it's approximately my weight. Maintenance calories will be anywhere between 2800 to 3200 calories. So this person will have to consume 2800 to 3200 calories, and anywhere between that, to be able to maintain his body weight. And this is taking into consideration that this person is a healthy individual who is basically into some form of physical activity. So if you're someone who is overweight or has excess body fat on you, then you can calculate this calculation on your lean body mass. So your lean body mass is basically taking your body weight and subtracting your approximate body fat percentage, which will tell you how much of lean body mass or lean muscle tissue that you have in your body. And based off of that, you'll definitely have a lesser calorie range that you need to hit to be able to maintain your weight. Now I want to explain to you guys how we use the 14 to 16 multiplier and what it's based on. The first consideration is RMR, which is your resting metabolic rate. Now what is resting metabolic rate? It's basically the amount of calories that your body requires just to literally exist and do no activity. So it's basically you laying in bed 24/7 and what your body requires in order to actually keep you functioning. And this contributes to about 10 to 11 calories that your body needs in order to just exist. The second factor I want to talk about is thermic activity. That's basically the activity that you do throughout the day, apart from working out. So you just basically moving, like me moving my hands right now, talking, walking, anything. So any kind of activity that contributes to your body burning calories. So any kind of involuntary action that our body does will contribute to thermic activity, which will basically add 10 to 20% to this number. So the last factor that I want to talk about is TEF, which is thermic effect of food. So that is basically the calories you consume will require calories to digest those calories. So let that sink in. So the food that you eat needs to be digested, which requires calories as well. So that will contribute to about another 10%, which will get added to that as well. So all of these numbers will get added up and you will get a value of between 14 to 16, which you can multiply per pound of your body weight, and that will give you your maintenance calories. And as we discussed before, there are a lot of factors that come into play when you are trying to find your maintenance calories. So make sure that anytime there is a change in all of those things, you need to still consider your maintenance calories all over again, which will give you a slightly different number. And then you need to stick to that and see how that works for you and how you need to adjust from there. The second and the more time consuming process that you can use to basically find your maintenance calories is actually to go into a slight fat loss phase, into a slight calorie deficit. Now, how can you do that? So if you are someone who's already in a fat loss phase, then you might already be in a calorie deficit. But what you can do is slightly reduce your calories than what you are eating right now and keep tracking your weight for the next week or 2 weeks. What you're going to do is take an average of those 2 weeks and see the trend of your body weight. If your body weight is dropping, that means you are in a calorie deficit. From there, what you can do is gradually increase your calories on a weekly basis by about 100 or 200 calories. That's very, very safe. Very gradual, not more than 100 or 200 calories. So on a particular day, if you're having about 1500 or 1600 or 1700 calories because you are in a deficit, increase every alternate day by 100 calories. So maybe on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you increase your calories by 100 calories. That's not much at all. But for that, you need to count your calories. You need to calculate how much you're eating in a day. And from there, on individual days, I'm not telling you to have 300 extra calories on one particular day. Spread it out, 100 calories every other day. And on a weekly basis, you need to increase your calories by 200 or 300 calories. And eventually what will happen is it will take you towards your maintenance calories. There will come a week or 2 weeks where you will have the same amount of weight. And wherever that is your maintenance calories. So this might take you about 2 to 4 weeks to be able to understand what your maintenance calories are. This is a very individualistic approach. So this is something you can use to understand how much you specifically need to eat at this point in time to be able to maintain your weight. So tracking calories and seeing your weight trend over a few weeks or a month will definitely give you a much better picture of what you need in order to maintain your weight. Before I end this video, there are a ton of things I want to talk about when it comes to maintenance calories and how you should actually treat a maintenance phase. But for that, I'm going to make a separate video. Stay tuned for that. And it's going to be a very, very interesting video. I feel that a maintenance phase is the most important phase that someone can be in. Over a fat loss phase or a surplus phase, a maintenance phase is the most important phase that you can be in. So make sure you stay tuned for that video as well. I'm super excited to make that one. But I hope these two methods helped you to understand how you can find your maintenance calories. And it's something that you need to stick to. It's something that you need to understand for your own body. So make sure you do that. And if this video helped you, please get involved, like, share, comment, do all the good things, and I will see you guys in the next video.